Okay, here we go again. We've got a ABS fault. Let me show you that one. As you can see there, that's the ABS light. That one just there. An absolute must for every boxster or Porsche owner is one of these iCar soft diagnostic testers. Absolutely brilliant. There we go, quite clearly. Speed sensor wire, front left. The fault code is 4205. We're going to now change that. So I will go get the wheel off, jack the car up and make it safe, and then let's change the wire. Okay, so now you've seen the diagnostic, and we know it's the front left. This is the front left, as you can see. I don't know if you can make that out, but anyhow, what I have done is taken the caliper off, wheel off, secured it with an axle stand. I still have the jack underneath just to make sure everything doesn't go anywhere. I've taken the caliper off, the disc off, and also dropped the what they call the ship plate off, just to hide down there, just so we've got good access to the ABS sensor. I'm going to take this bolt out. I have actually already had that bolt out to see if this moved. It didn't move. So let's see if I can get this moved. I'll have a quick go off camera and I'll come back and let you know how it goes. A little bit of progress. The ABS sensor has obviously been in there since new, and it's broken off. So now we need to get that out of there. So I believe the easiest way now is to push the ABS ring back, remove the hub, which the big bolt on the end, where is it? 32mm. You need to draw the hub off, and then the ABS ring is here. It's on the other side of here, so you can just push that through. What this then does is it should give me enough room to be able to drill this out and empty all the rubbish out the back and clear it out. Obviously once that's in there, at the back of here, I don't think I can get round to the back of there, but at the back of here, where are we? The back of here, let me see if I can get some light on it. The back of here is the ABS ring. I don't know if you can see, but the ABS ring is in the back of there. I can't see. So I do need to push that back. I'm going to draw this off so I can hopefully take out the whole ABS ring. I'm not sure if it pulls through the hub once these bolts are off, but obviously I need to get better access so I can drill this out and clean this hole so I can put the new one in. Right, okay. Obviously turning out to be a bigger job than I first thought, but that's cars for you. Right, I'll be back once I've got a little bit further into it. Okay, so things went from bad to worse. I have now taken out the complete strut, and it's here. Okay, so my problems now is the ABS sensor is in here. If you look, it's just inside there. You can just see, you just get that to one side, you can just see it there. It's just inside there, the end of my finger, that's it. So I need to drill through there and then knock this out. So along the way we now have a new drop link. That obviously doesn't like to come out of there. It is moving, but only just. So I think possibly penetrating oil down here. I've managed to just open that up a little bit. I'm just going to keep knocking on this, maybe a little bit of heat. I mean, this is alley. It's going to be really difficult. And then hopefully if I can part this and knock the strut out, I can actually get this ABS ring out and drill through. But I mean, I can clear this and put the ABS on, but I obviously need to now put a new drop link on. That plate on the front, let's have a look. So the plate on the front doesn't do anything. just a retainer for the bearing probably. Obviously now 2 of those broke as well, so I have to drill those out and retap them. That's not going to be too much of an issue. And then maybe even give it a clean up, give it a bit of a paint. But to be honest, I'm thinking, got this far, order a pair of struts and put new struts on. The top mounts are actually okay. There's no movement in them top mounts whatsoever, so I think these have been done at some point. They're nice and stiff, them. There's no rattling. They do seem very good, but I think I might just put new top mounts on as well. Springs seem to be in good condition. There's no flaking. So, ball joint on the coffin arm, they have been renewed at some point. That's still nice and stiff. Trappered end again, nice and stiff. They came out remarkably easily. Everything else, well, I've done all the brake pipes. Nothing else really to do under here. Everything else seems to be in very good condition, so probably need a new set of pads. Put a new set of pads in while I'm doing it. So there we go. That's where we are so far. I'll come back. Hopefully I'm going to have this bolt out ready for a new drop link and the ABS ring out. Let's see how we go. Okay, so after quite a bit of persuasion, I eventually got the ABS sensor out. So it's all out of there now, as you can see. Just needs cleaning up. Okay, out there, nice. It's all out. Okay, this is the ABS sensor. I had to break it, drill it, and then knock it all out. Where's the magnet gone? The magnet's in here somewhere. Well, can't quite find it now, but anyway, so that's what's inside your ABS sensor. There it is. There's the magnet. Okay, that's the hardest bit to get out. You have to drill down the side of that to get that out, because obviously you can't drill that. Okay, so a lot of drilling, hammering, and eventually it's out. So there we have it. Okay, so a few things to do now. That's the other part of the magnet there. As you can see, there it is. It sticks to everything. Right, got to drill these out, retap them so I can get some new bolts, put them in there, get that plate poked back on. I got the drop link bolt out. Yeah, it's a bit of a swine, to say the least, but it's now out. The easiest way I found was to take it off here. I just cut through the drop link, popped it off. That way then left me with this. That way then I could get a socket on here, along each socket on here, and I managed to turn it in here a little bit of penetrating oil down there, and then I sat it with the little burner on. I've got a little gas burner, put a bit of heat into this, and eventually it just started to come. I give it a good whack, big hammer, and it came out. So there you go, that's it. I'll order a new drop link. I can put that back in later. I can pretty much build this back up now. ABS sensor in. In fact, I might take this into the garage, drill these out, get these tapped out properly. So I think the bearing is bang on. It's lovely. So I'm not going to replace anything of that. I'm going to put it back together. Everything will be put back together with grease, and it'll be all looked after. The one thing I will say to anybody that does this is, when you put these bolts back in for your caliper, make sure you grease them up. Mine are here, and if you look at mine, they are covered in grease. Because I take these out regularly, I actually put a little bit of grease inside this hole. So if you look, see where the caliper goes on here, like that. Okay, so that bolts in there, and then the caliper's obviously in here. At the back of that hole, you can see where the weather can get in. Now, I don't know if you can see, I've got a bit of grease there, and I always put a blob of grease on that. Stops any weather from getting into the back of it. That way then, when I come to take the calipers off again, they come out. Now I know these can be a huge issue when they're frozen. And the same with the bottom one. You can see how it goes into there. Into there. I put a bit of grease into there. You can see there because I was doing it from behind and I had to put it in. But I put a bit of grease in there. It just stops the weather from getting to the end of the bolts. Because obviously you can see once it goes through there, part of that will actually be to the weather. And as it draws out, it creates all sorts of problems and can actually strip the threads out of these. So that's what I do. Okay, so I'm going to start reassembling it. I'm going to clean. Whoa, where are we? I'm going to clean the ABS ring up. It looks a bit tight, so I'm just going to give it a wire brush. Give it a bit of put a bit of oil on it, just so it just stops. Try to protect it from rusting again, but they don't tend to be too much of an issue, these. Put it back together. Okay, I'll come back once it's done. Okay, after a long struggle, I now have the new ABS sensor in there. Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. It's all back together. Calipers on. I've just got a drop link to put on there. Obviously once I get the, oh, where is it? There you go. Once I get the new drop link, that'll go on there. That'll tighten that up. It's tight as that just to hold the strut in. I have drilled and tapped this to put those two bolts in, but to be honest, I'm not confident. So another hub is going to get ordered, so I will be swapping all this over again. But just to see if my problem is the ABS sensor, I'll put it all back together and hopefully I'll lose my fault code. What I'll do now is I'll have a quick tidy round, because obviously you can see all the filings from the drilling. I'll give it a tidy round, get the wheel on and give it a diagnostic and see if it solves itself. Okay, well, if you like that, please give us a thumbs up and we'll see where we go from there. When I do come to swap this out, I may well be doing a video just to show me swapping that back out again. Alright, thank you very much, bye. Okay, just to recap now, I've just got back after a little drive and all's good. ABS light is off, it's working well, and it solved my problem, got rid of all my codes. So I'm sorry about the abrupt ending to the last bit, but I was kind of tired and I needed to get sorted. And yeah, all's good. All's good. I hope you like this. Thank you.